What's up, YouTube? Coming at you another deck profile today. Since this new ban list just came out and stuff has been getting hit and I can't really play my dinosaurs that much anymore, I switched over to playing Prophecy because I feel like it would be good this format. So without further ado, let's get into this. For one, you gotta play 3 Priestess. It's like the big boss monster deck, really your only monster that puts really any damage on board. It's amazing. It's easy summon. All you gotta do is reveal 3 spellbooks in hand, special summon, and then you could banish one spellbook from a hand or graveyard to pop a card on board. So yeah. Then you play 3 blue boy. It's considered a spellbook, so it's a knowledge target in hand or field. It searches stuff, so I mean it's always good. It's an amazing card. Play 1 justice. I will be playing 2, but I don't have another one. I do recommend playing 2 of these though, or 3. It doesn't matter, as many as you want to play. But the point is, you need to get your priestess to hand. But with this deck though, I can play 1 just because this deck can search out cards and draw so many cards very easily that you will get priestess. But more of these is better because you can basically what it does, if you activate a spellbook this turn, you can banish it from your field to search a level 5 or higher spellcaster and a spellbook card. So it's good. I play 1 Veiler, just it's another spellcaster and it's not bad for hand traps. And 1 Jalgan, just to stop special summonings because this deck doesn't summon that much. The only card you really special summon is Priestess. So you can play this card and just summon it, and it locks down the board sometimes. So it's always good, and it lets you get through your deck and do more things, more time. You gotta play 3 secrets just because it's your main search card of the deck. It can search in a blue boy, it can search in any spell. It's basically makes this deck more consistent. And this card right here, Knowledge, this card is amazing. This card is probably the best spellbook that they've ever made besides Judgment, of course. But basically, you can send a spellbook from your hand or distribute a spellcaster monster on the field on your side of the field to draw 2 cards. And it has a hard once per turn like all the other ones. It's amazing because if you copy it with Master, you just draw 2 cards for free because you're copying the effect and you're not copying the cost for the card. So it's amazing. And you play 2 Master because this card is amazing now with Knowledge, and you can copy other ones too. So this is a good card. And you play 2 Spellbook Towers just to recycle stuff. Pretty self-explanatory. And I play 2 Fate. Some people play 3 Fate. I know it's at 3, but I only like 2 of them because half of the time, well, not half the time, but sometimes you won't always have spellbooks engraved to banish, and sometimes you don't want to. And you can really search this card, so there's no need to play 3 of them because sometimes they'll get cloggy. You don't want to have too many of the same spellbooks in hand that with the same name because you can only activate 1 that turn. And I play a bunch of traps in this deck too, so I don't really need 3 of these. Anyway, I play 2 Eternity just to recycle your banished stuff. Some people play 1, but I like 2 in case the other one gets banished. You have an extra one to just recycle stuff with. 2 Wisdom just to protect Priestess and keep spellcaster on board. And for the 1-ofs, I play 1 Power, 1 Life, and 1 Crescent. I've never really liked Crescent that much. Some people are playing 3 of them. You can always go that way to open with it, but I really don't like the card that much. The only reason I'm really playing it is just for it's kind of an extra spellbook, and if I do open with it, it's alright. But yeah, most of the time with this, I'll just be getting rid of it with Knowledge, really. But it is good to open with it sometimes, so because it's an extra search essentially. I play 1 life because yeah, you don't really need 3 life because you're only playing like 8 monsters in the deck, or no, 9 monsters in the deck, and just 1 power because again you're not playing too many monsters. You don't really need. You can recycle this too, so you're not always gonna have use for it. Because most of the time you're just gonna be using it with Priestess. But it's just an extra. It's not a spellbook. It's good because it searches. And 2 Twin Twisters because you can put spellbooks engraved with it and pop cards on the board for problematic cards like anti-spell or something. That's good. Now, all my traps are basically Mirror Force cards because it's fun because you can just like protect yourself for a long time until you get Priestess. And yeah, the deck is basically mirror books. You don't have to play these. You can play other traps. You can play other spells, but this is what I want to play. It's fun. It works. Play double mirror force, uh, triple quaking, because quaking really stops. The reason I'm only playing 2 mirror force is because cards get destroyed and their effects will go off. But quaking is different because it sets them face down and they can't flip themselves back up. So I think this is basically the best one. I'm not playing stormings though. Personal preference. I don't really like it too much because it just puts the monsters right back in the hand. You just reuse them again. So I want to get rid of them completely sometimes. I probably would play them actually if I had them. I don't know, but I don't really have them. I just threw these together for traps really. But again, it's personal preference, so traps don't really matter. You just play what you want to play. I played 2 drowning because sometimes you won't have a spellcaster monster on board or a monster on board for that at all. So you can just send them out of the deck. 1 dimensional prison. This is a big question mark for most of you guys, I'm sure. Why is he playing dimensional prison? It's just another card to play, you know. It's just another basically a mirror force card. I probably would play storming over it, but sometimes you just want to banish a monster. That's problematic. Never know. And for the last 2 traps, I'd run double safe zone. For a bunch of you guys, you probably don't even know what this card does or ever seen this card really. But basically what this card does is you can target a monster on the field, and that monster can't be targeted or destroyed by card effects or destroyed by battle. And it can't attack directly, but if this card goes, that monster goes too. So basically, it really has two things you can do with it. You can protect your priestess or whatever monster you want, or if they activate Twin Twisters or something, or whatever, and they try to destroy it, you can activate in response to target one of their monsters, and since it's face up on board, it will get popped and destroy the monster with it. So basically, it has a destruction effect, and it has a protection effect, so it's really good. I think it's an overlooked card people really don't play, but in this deck, I think it's needed. You do have the wisdom to protect priestess, but this is just a better option half of the time, and it's just an extra card really, because you're drawing so many cards half the time. You'll get this, and it's just good to have sometimes. It's a good spot removal too. And then for the extra deck really doesn't even have 15 cards in it, because you really don't even go into half of this. You barely ever go into the extra deck for that at all. Almost never. So, but this is what I'm playing anyway. 1 Draco Sag, 1 Big Eye. They're standard. 1 Master Blaze, all like rank 7s. Titanic Moth, just a Gaia Dragon. It pierces in case you gotta get the last bit of damage in. Ebon High Magician and a Cat Shark for level 2s. Yeah, but most of the time you really don't even go into the extra deck, so it doesn't even matter what you're playing in here. But just in case, that's what I'm running. Yeah, that's the deck, guys. It's 2017, and spellbooks are still pretty good. I'm not a big fan of the invoked version, the invoked spellbook crap. I don't really like all that. I know it's probably don't get played with the Dracos or whatever, but I mean, this card right here is still a very, very good viable engine with Blue Boy. So even if you're not playing spellbooks, play this, because this is a great engine, honestly. Even you could even play secrets with it, so you could play a good spellbook engine right there, and then you're good, man. You're good. Like seriously, this is such a good engine. Like it's probably one of the best draw power engines I've ever seen in my life. But yeah, if you guys are gonna play this deck, it's fun and it works. There's cards in here that can be tweaked around or whatever you want to do. So yeah, that's the deck. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, share the video with your friends, tell people about it. I will see you all later.